All right. And we are live. Woo! BRAP is back. We got a special BRAP tonight. If you guys didn't catch us, we were on Wilby's channel, Gaming Beyond the Box, before. And now we got the Gaming Beyond the Box panel with us. Wilmy Hood and the crew. I'm gonna go and introduce everyone. And please, everyone, give him a warm BRAP welcome, if you don't mind. First, I want to introduce Fork Boy Gaming. Fork Boy, hey man, welcome to BRAP, dude.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. It's kind of cool doing one on Wilmy's and then going straight over here. It's great to be on here. Great moisting day to be able to talk to everybody and be able to, talk some gaming and bug some people.
Yeah, I love that word,
you don't want those
moist.
hugs.
That word cracks me up, moist. I don't know why.
Hey, butthead, are you moist yet? Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm jacked up on caffeine now, motherfuckers. Let's do it.
All right.
Eat the coffee beans or do you drink the coffee?
I'm snorting that shit, dude.
Are you cutting them up?
Eating it is for losers. I'm snorting it.
God.
He's like, I do use it like heroin. This stuff's great.
Yeah.
Pulls out his trusty coffee spoon, boils it in the spoon.
Yeah. It rolls. I'm sorry. I'm better now.
Oh my god. All right, we also have HR Bomber in the house. HR, what's going on, man?
What's up? I appreciate definitely this. This is a pretty cool thing, going from one side to another, just pretty neat. Adding all the audiences together, man. This is great. Love it. Can't wait to start the second hour of this.
No doubt, man. No doubt. We also have Leonidas. Leonidas, was that you who was cooking earlier?
Yeah, that was me making the man-witch.
He loves his tube steak. I don't know what to say.
Oh, wow. Not like that. Wow. Yeah. You were cooking it for a while. It puts the lotion in the basket.
Oh, yeah, I was waiting for my nephew to drop off the can of man-witch for me.
Wait a minute. Did you say you were waiting for him to drop off the key to the creepy white van for you? Or did I miss
Maybe.
something? Okay.
Oh, my God.
Did he make the sign that said free candy on it, too?
Nah.
Okay.
Free Fortnite.
Oh God.
Fortnite. We also have with us the evil ghost. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for everybody that came out and was a part of the first show. Now the show over here is really dope that we're doing like a crossover or whatever. Make it sound cool or whatever. But I'm about to light up this joint. Let's get hour 2 kicked off.
No doubt. I'm not going to lie to you. I am a little jealous, but yeah. That's why I don't remember a lot of the games I played in my 20s, by the way.
The joint part?
The joint part, yes.
I know I played him, but I don't remember him.
No, seriously. I remember,
Tons of them, dude.
Someone's like, you played a Toji? I'm like, yeah. They're like, what was it like? I don't remember. I'm like, but I know I played it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People talk about games, and I'm like, man, that was an awesome game. They're like, you remember this? I'm like, nope.
I tell you what, though, I used to play Halo 2 better multiplayer. I'm telling you, I was more focused. I don't know what it was.
Damn.
What'd you guys do to get 4 downvotes already?
I don't. Oh, what's up, E? I don't know, man.
What's up?
Well, I went back to
That's just the beauty of the YouTube, man.
Yeah,
that's all it
what
is.
was it, Mega Man 2, and I was like, how the hell did I beat this as a kid?
Yeah, right. Mega Man 2 was that shit was hard. It was no joke. But without further ado, we have the man who is snorting coffee beans. Wilmy Hood, what's up, Wilmy?
I thought you were shooting it up. I'm so confused.
I am, dude. It's been a very long week. Finally glad we were able to get this together, Enrique. We've been talking about it for the last few weeks.
Yep.
And why did we do it? Most people wonder because we can.
Exactly.
I can't think of too many other podcasters that are dumb enough to do it, but we did it because we've been wanting to do a show together for a while now, but ours starts at 8, his is at 9, and I'm like, hey, let's just do this. Let's just, split them up and do an hour on each. What the hell? Why not?
Yeah, no, that was a great idea, man. No, I'm glad it worked out. And look, it's been great. I mean, YouTube is actually cooperating tonight, man. I was a little worried that we're going to have some issues.
I was going to say there's been no problems at all with that or Discord.
No, man, it's been great. Like last week, we had Mooch on the show, and it just kept wanting to freeze up like an hour and 40 minutes into the podcast. So we wound up, just having to call it. But yet my video was still up for like 3.5 hours after the
because
show
you
was
started
over.
talking about Stadia.
That's what that may be it, because we were bad mouthing Stadia. So
Yeah, but Mooch was saying good things about it.
That's
so-
true. That is true.
Yeah, and
Well,
Mooch, he's a founder or something, right? Those are he should have no problem.
He's like CFO. He's like
I
CFO.
yeah, I think Mooch owns stock. He's probably the only stockholder, but love you, Mooch. But yeah,
I mean, I was almost a stockholder until Wilmy's like, "Don't be stupid. Stop."
No, it's because nobody wanted to be your friend.
That's true. I had a friend code, and I'm like, "Who wants to be my friend?" Everybody's like,
No, dog.
yeah, he
funny.
kept asking all of us. We're like, no, we don't know you, motherfucker. Go away.
That's funny.
You said friend code. We're not friends.
That's funny. Mooch offered me a friend code. I actually was kind of joking with Mooch because he had given a slow-mo one. I'm like, Mooch, no friend code for me? He's like, oh, yeah, I got an extra one. You want it? I'm like, nah, not really. I'm good.
But see, evidently it had nothing to do with Stadia, because Friday night when we were trying to, do Mooch's Crossfire,
Yeah.
it took us like 50 minutes to get the podcast even up and get it on the air.
Yeah.
Man, what is
yeah.
Mooch doing to the podcast then?
Man, YouTube was just not cooperating for anybody last
No
week.
one. Yeah.
I know
except for a
Rand
few. Select few.
Rand was
yeah.
having issues. He couldn't even do his show last week.
Nope. No, he couldn't. So
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, without further ado, I want to go ahead and introduce the rest of the BRAP panel. We have Gamey Forte. Forte, what is going on? A.K.A. Mr. Destiny. What's up, man? Okay, Forte's not there. E. Jackson, what's going on, dude?
What's going on, man?
What do you mean Forte's not there?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Okay.
He lives.
You only gave me like 1/10 of a second to respond.
Well, everyone else
dropped it.
responded
Yeah, man.
fast.
Forte's
Dropped
doing a
that game like
raid.
Guardian.
I'm not doing a raid. I'm actually paying attention to this.
He said Forte's upgrading his Guardian. Is that what you said?
No, I said he dropped in like a Guardian. Like, I'm here.
Yeah, he did.
I'm like, Obi-Wan, hello there.
Yeah, we were
call
just
him.
waiting for him to load in. That's all.
Yeah, we'll wait for you to load in. You were in your spaceship in that sequence, that load sequence.
Speaking of which, everybody hit the disconnect button on Discord and jump back in so your names can show up on the podcast on the screen.
Oh, is it not showing up?
All right.
Yeah, if you leave and come back, it will, because that's what because E's the only me and E are the only ones there.
Oh, is mine not showing up either?
Okay.
No, you're not there either. Nobody's there.
Okay, hold on.
And actually, Obi just messaged me. He keeps getting booted from Discord too. So
What?
we jinxed it.
All right, let me. I'm gonna hop back out and come back in then, like 14.
Yeah, everybody.
Bomber's
everybody's
name's
starting
up.
to show up now. Everybody's name's showing
Yeah,
up now.
look at there. Watch out. Directions,
Hey,
not
Bama
good.
people know their Discord. Mhm.
Holy
Am
shit!
I back in?
What's up, J-Mo?
My name's on the screen. I feel
Am I
so
back
special.
in?
Yeah, you're here, baby. What's up?
Go to the chopper now. I'm on Discord. I'm Maria.
Maria.
Oh,
That's always
Maria.
Maria.
I thought Noof was in here with us.
Yeah, I was
first.
going to say, Noof here?
Boom, boom, kaboom.
All right, I don't see. I don't even see him. Oh, there I am. All right. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Everybody
Forte,
should.
thank you. All right, so on that note, we got B Money. What's up, B?
What up?
All right,
Another
man.
great Wednesday, man.
Yes, sir. I can't believe we got 4 downvotes. That's some bullshit.
Hey,
man,
we got
haters-
41
haters
people
gonna hate,
watching.
man.
Can we outdo those vote down votes and get the 40 likes, please?
Yeah.
I've already liked it once.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Wilmy? I haven't forgot this. I forgot to send you the topics, man.
Oh, it's all good. We're
Yeah.
gamers. Roll with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. But you know what, though? I do want to talk about Xbox Series X, the big beast.
Never heard of it. Is that like a phone or?
I call it.
It's a PC in a box.
It's a PC in a box. That's right.
What'd
And
you
it's
say?
going to come with a cord and an HDMI cable and one controller. I guarantee you. You can go
What?
ahead
Not a
and
keyboard? Wait,
timestamp it.
not a keyboard and mouse?
But
Wait.
at the end of the day, it's gonna still say console on it. All right.
That it is.
Yes. Hey, speaking of Xbox, we have Xbot448 in the live chat. Battletoads! I can't do it like that.
Battletoads.
No, you forgot the real one. Nobody cares about Battletoads.
Wait,
Except Xbot.
Wait, is no one on the panel really? Are you guys telling me no one on the panel is interested in Battletoads?
Not at all.
I mean,
No,
I'll
not at
play
all.
it just to be like, cool, I played it. All right, next.
Oh my god.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Xbox 448.
All right, Forte. That's a okay impression, I guess.
Actually, I would rather masturbate with sandpaper than to play Battletoads. My honest opinion.
We just got 2 more downvotes. That's because Wilmy said because you're hating on Battletoads, Wilmy.
That's exactly what it was.
Wow, I'm sorry, Xbot. You didn't have to thumb it down, dude, just because I said I don't like Battletoads. I'm so sorry.
Making those Battletoad fanboys mad.
Yeah, why do we get thumbs? I've got good Xbox news. People think that we bash Xbox and we're the Pony Podcast, which is hilarious because we're not. But most of us game. Well, I game on PC and Forte games on PC, Slow-Mo games on PC. But anyhow, before I get to the
that's it. That's the only people that you can think of in the panel that games on PC.
Oh no, I mean like part of BRAP, but no, Wilmy.
Okay.
Yeah, we're the smart.
Wilmy's over there. Oh hell no.
Dave, what are you doing there, Dave? Before I get to Xbox Series X news, I do want to talk about a game that I'm looking forward to that's just gone gold. Ori 2 has officially gone gold. It's coming out in March. Forget the actual release date in March, but it's coming out. And who's excited for this? I think maybe I'm just basing this on the previous Ori. Maybe this is a Game of the Year contender. Maybe I don't know. What do you guys think?
Oh, I'm ready for Ori.
I think it's definitely possibly. It's going to be a great game.
The only thing
Yeah,
that'll
the
stop
first
it
one
from,
was pretty fun.
Yeah, I think the only thing that'll stop it from being in there is that early year. People get forgetfulness. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna forget about it by the time Last of Us
back too.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk. I mean, all those are gonna just get the automatic shoe in, whereas Ori's gonna sit back like, crap, man, y'all played me 6 months too early.
Yeah. Be that thing that did come out this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm excited for it, and I'm also excited for that collector's edition. It's only like $50. I mean, really not
I got that on the way.
Wait, is that collector's edition come with a steel case book? Or is it like a statue?
It doesn't come with a statue for whatever reason.
Yeah, no statue.
It comes with like the soundtrack, and I think it's a steel case, I believe.
Yeah, I think there's
art
book in there.
Or art book, that's right. Yeah, the art book is like the big thing, I think.
Are those sold out now? Like we can because
no, you can order it. I know GameStop still had them in stock.
Yeah.
Oh, Ebe, good looking out, man. Because I didn't have any idea.
Yeah.
I've never played Ori, so I don't know.
Oh, Wilmy, you got to play it, dude.
Yeah, I've never played it.
It's really fun.
Yeah, it's great, man.
Wilmy, if you like Battletoads, you'll definitely like Ori.
I think I can live without both then.
Yeah. And Xbox just mentioned speaking of PC Master Race, Doom Eternal comes out on March 2.
Oh yeah.
Now, see, if you can pull me away from Doom Eternal, we'll be good. But it's going to be hard to pull me away from Doom.
That game is I can't wait to play that on PC.
Yeah, see, that's what you call work. You call work, and you're like, I got Doom flu.
Doom flu. I wonder how many of my employees are going to be texting me the night before going, sorry, boss, can't come in, man. I got the runs. I want to log into Xbox Live, and I'm going to see them all on there, away.
Yeah, they're all going to be offline. They're all
exactly. They're all going to be offline all of a sudden.
You send them like a game invite to like co-op Doom if Doom has co-op.
Yeah. And I bet you a couple of them would actually hit me, take me up on it, not even think about it. Going, shit.
Oh shit! You set me up.
You're sick.
I am. I'm wearing Depends, and I have diarrhea.
The doctor said if I gamed and played Doom, I'd feel better, dude.
You just catch them like the next day. Like, how was Doom? I mean, I was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you got to pull that Jedi mind trick on the woman. Hey, how was Doom? Oh, it was great. Oh man, I mean, I was sick.
I actually will probably take a day off when Doom comes out because I know a lot of my guys will be playing it too.
Oh my goodness, man, that's too funny.
I'm waiting on that one, man. I was so pissed off when it got pushed back. So,
but I'm all. What do you? So you guys, let me ask you something because we've had a lot of games delayed recently. I think we talked about this on BRAP last week. But like I don't mind delays as much. Like if it's for polish and stuff. Like I'd rather a game come out, polished and rather than being rushed out late. Do you guys kind of feel the same way? Is that kind of consensus here that you rather a game be delayed than release broken?
I'd rather a game be delayed than it come out with issues. Like even if it's
Exactly.
delayed by
same here.
6 months to a year or even a year and a half, I don't care about how long it's delayed. I would rather it be delayed than me play a game that has nothing but issues for months at a time, due to the fact that you're never going to get those like oh, let's go play this game. Oh,
And
Is he back?
we lost him.
Fork
Fork is botting.
man, my headset's going in and out.
All
there you
I heard was I'd rather play a game that moist and I play a game
That
moist.
touches you
That's all I heard.
I mean, moist is important. No, I'd rather play a game without issues because all the whole first impression thing. You can't ever get the first impression of somebody playing your game. So if there's issues, delay it. I don't care if it's a year and a half. I'd rather play a game that's polished than people are like, well, it's not that bad as long as you look past these issues. And it's like,
Yeah, I hear you.
Don't we all wish like Anthem was pushed back 3 years? It was a complete game and released on new hardware.
No, actually, what I wish it was actually developed for the time they said it was developed for. That would have been nice, but that didn't happen either. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely with you. I mean, it could have worked, but I still think EA and BioWare would have screwed it up regardless. Anyway, it was a shit show to begin with. But I'd rather have something pushed back than come out shitty. I mean, look at 2019. That is the year of all
failures
being failures right off the bat. I mean, it was just bad, and hardly any of them has recouped from it.
The only game that's released recently that did not fuck up on the day of release was probably Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
I didn't have any problems with Borderlands 3 either. I know a lot of people do.
That's because you don't own an Xbox One X.
Yeah, I mean that's the only game. Most games, I hope they do just get them ready. I'm tired of games not being released completed.
Yeah,
but I'm still under the impression that something's going on this first quarter of 2020 though. Like something's going on. I mean, to have this many that's a lot of games to be pushed back. So I just feel like, and it's big games. It's not just like freaking Frogger or whatever being pushed back. It's big games that we all thought were coming out at the beginning of the year now get pushed back a month or longer, 6 months. So I just feel like there's something going on other than them saying, oh, they're polishing it. I'm like, I mean, that could be some of it, but I just feel like there's a lot more to it that won't be, of course, said yet. But at least that's just my thought on it anyway.
So
well, was anybody
conspiracy theory really going though?
Was anybody really surprised about Cyberpunk being pushed back though?
No,
Definitely not.
Not at all. I wasn't surprised by that at all. I thought that was going to happen.
Personally, I was actually surprised they even gave a date at E3, to be quite honest.
I was too. I was very shocked.
Because the way that game looked, I'm thinking like, this game looks better than anything I've seen on a console. How are they going to pull this off? Like, it's just, I mean,
I guess
until they showed that video of Keanu Reeves, though, and then I was like, ooh.
I know a lot of people are saying it was delayed because of the Xbox One S, because they couldn't get it running on it.
But it was they came out and said it was on all consoles.
It was a PlayStation 4 and
it's just the old. It's the old.
They just need
stuff.
to move that game over, man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
certain games are just not going to be ready to use on the old hardware, and that's why you're going to see a lot of third parties not probably contribute to making sure the old ones are going to run it very well. Like they're probably going to have some issues.
So the problem is the CPUs in these consoles are terrible. Like, and we'll talk about. Phil Spencer talked about
trash.
The gap between the gap between the CPUs and GPUs this generation. And Phil talked about his preference for higher frames. We'll get to that here in a sec. But B, you brought up an interesting point, man. And I'll throw this out to the panel. Like, do you guys think they should that CD Projekt Red should push this game, just put it on next gen platforms only, and of course PC Master Race?
Absolutely not. You trying to cite a riot?
I mean, would it be a
Look,
riot?
man, this game was announced. This game was announced in 2013, man. You at that point, you're at the very beginning of a generation, and a lot of people purchased these systems with the thought that that game was going to come out on this system. So you really can't. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but unless you try to start a firestorm,
mad people,
you're gonna have a bunch of mad people, and then the thing is, even if they do upgrade to that new system later on, they're never going to see what the benefits of that game is, because guess what? They're not going to support it even then, because you wasn't there for them when the system was supposed to come out for that game. We always people get mad when games get ripped out of the Epic Store. We talked about this on Willie's channel. That's why PC sales are down. So what you think gonna happen on console if they take a game that everybody thought was gonna come out on that console and move it somewhere else? All it's gonna do is hurt CD Projekt Red in the end, other than help them.
Well, go ahead and give it. Go ahead and give it to those the base PS4 and base Xbox users, so they can't get past the loading screen.
That's what I was gonna say.
Let them sit in the loading screen for 25 minutes.
Go ahead, B. I'm sorry.
I said let them go ahead and sit in the loading screen for 25 minutes. Why they wait for the game to load up? And see how much they like that.
That might be the reason why they upgrade too. You know, once they get in there and say, "Man, why my game chugging along at 5 frames per second every time I shoot something?" You might want to upgrade that system then.
You're definitely gonna get people that are gonna wait. Then I mean, if it's gonna hit that close to the new consoles, you'll get.
I would wait. I wouldn't. I wouldn't buy it. I mean, unless you are a person that's covering.
But the thing is, like,
yeah.
Even if you wait, like they said that they weren't doing anything for the new consoles, so it's like. Yeah, you might get some benefits from like SSD or whatever, but like you won't get any actual, improvements that they've made to the game.
That's true. Okay.
Maybe they'll leave a unlock. Maybe they'll do unlock frame rate. I mean, something that they'll already have in the game, but it won't turn on unless you have an X, the new system.
I don't know, man. I like this. Looks like a game that if I was a console owner, I wouldn't want to play on a base console like PlayStation 4.
Oh,
Xbox
definitely
One.
not.
Yeah. I wouldn't either.
Now, I will say this: like CD Projekt Red has done well. I mean, look what they did with Witcher with the Switch.
True. Yeah,
with
that is a good
PC port with like everything. Like it's ran smooth with everything that's out now. So I mean, granted, I know it's an older game, definitely, and I know probably the size of this game, all the detail.
Did you see Jennifer's blocky chest on the Switch? I mean, I played that game. I was like, "Oh, look, Jennifer," and then I was like, "Oh, Jennifer."
Yeah, like
I'm gonna say when you have it in handheld, it's like, oh, okay, it's not too bad. You put it on
you hook it up to your TV.
You're like, oh my,
yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
What happened to the Switch dock being able to give you a better experience?
Why does Witcher look like Minecraft?
I feel like this is almost going into I bought a PS Vita so I could watch Pornhub. It's like,
oh my god,
damn.
Well, I mean, just saying.
Hey, man.
I know some people that did use that device for that.
I know people that use it for
60% of people that watch Pornhub on devices come from PS Vitas.
Yep.
You sure? I would have thought it was PS4 for the beginning.
No. PS
PS4
owns that market. It's like, really?
Let's just think about how great an idea the PlayStation Live service was. I mean, PlayStation Live, where you can stream and everybody was literally watching everybody bone on TV.
What?
Like,
yeah, I remember
you weren't there.
Yeah, early days of
PS4.
People were watching people what?
Oh, the very beginning of the generation, dog. Sony was the new Pornhub.
That was the amateur Pornhub right there, man.
PlayStation Moist.
What did they call that? The app. You always had the camera on, and people were just sitting there doing the craziest shit.
Yeah, I mean, what game was that? Well, I forget the name of the game.
I once did a frontal nude.
I can't remember it.
A full frontal nude.
No, man.
Under the name Mike Honcho.
Look, man, people were literally streaming. They get their stream shut down, and they go back and make another PlayStation account, come right back again.
Are you serious?
It was
Oh,
dirty
yeah.
in that. No, it was dirty for like
Oh
the
my
first 6 months, bro.
That is
First
wild,
6 months,
man.
bro. And the
I mean,
thing is, as soon as you would go, you be on the PlayStation. As soon as you go on the PlayStation, they have, they have their own live service, so you can see all of the people that's played on PlayStation. And all of a sudden, people would have viewers, and then all of a sudden, if somebody started streaming porn, everybody just went to that channel.
Wow.
I remember that. I can't remember the name of it, but I do remember that.
Hey,
I'm gonna go with PlayStation Happy.
Gregor Von Doom in the live chat says, "To be fair, porn is meant to be enjoyed handheld."
I mean, if it's handheld, one hand is not available. I mean,
You only need one hand to hold up the Vita.
Oh my
I
goodness.
need 2 hands. I don't know about the rest of you.
Oh my goodness.
They
But
turned him into GameStop
Some of
with
us like to
Suave
strap it.
Suave all in the D-pad.
Oh, that's
Why are
nasty.
the buttons sticky?
Hey man, some people might like to strap it to the bed rest.
All right. Okay. All right. Now you're describing that picture that Wilmy showed us on Twitter.
Oh,
That's the party house right there.
Yeah, it was. But no, I mean, so I guess probably the optimal experience wouldn't be. I forget who said it, but no, The Witcher 3 was. It did have some issues when it launched, but they fixed those issues, and it ran well after that. Runs even better on
I don't
PC.
remember no issues in that game.
No, there were some issues at launch.
I don't remember on PC. What's your best?
Well,
game
you
ever?
played on PC.
I did.
Well, that's why. Yeah, I played
There
on
was
the-
issues on PC too, though. Just to be
Yeah.
frank.
No, I played it on the Xbox One S.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that was kind of challenging at the time, but it wasn't bad. Like the game looked good. Like it wasn't terrible. But
Oh yeah, that's what Phil Spencer said. The games look good, but I want it to feel like it looks.
ooh, which is a great segue, Forte.
You are welcome, sir.
Yeah, Phil Spencer says he prefers higher frame rates than resolution. What do you guys think about this? Like, no, he said back in 2007. I saw people making a big deal of this. Oh, Phil is flip flopping. I mean, he's not flip flopping.
He's never flip flopped.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was 2017. But if you think about it in context, though, like in 2017, people really didn't care about frames. They cared about resolution because that was kind of like the talk,
4K was it.
Yeah, 4K was it. Now we have 4K. No one has. They're talking about these consoles doing 8K, but no one has 8K TV that I know. I mean, they're out there in the wild or coming out, but
I looked at one.
You did?
Because I've got an 83-inch 4K in my living room.
Jesus
And
Christ!
I looked at the same size television in an 8K. We were at Best Buy. I just wanted to see what the price was. Little dude comes over in his Best Buy shirt, and he's like, "Oh, this one's only $14,000, sir." I'm like, "Yeah, that motherfucker looks real good right there on your wall." I turned around and just walked away. I'm not paying. I'm sorry, I'm not
Sir,
paying.
you could Best Buy finance.
No interest for 12 months, man.
No interest
So,
for 12
I'm
months, sir.
good.
$14,000.
So Enrique, I put a link to a tweet that I did a while ago in the Discord in general. Tell me what that says, bro.
What feature would you consider a must-have for you to purchase the Xbox Series X over using your PC, and why?
Look at that tweet. What does that tweet tell you?
I tell you, I'll say I think it's great that Phil's talking about higher frame rates. 60 FPS is ideal. I hope that's like the norm with all games next generation. Who knows though? I mean, we'll see.
Well,
but
that's the biggest thing because people keep saying like, "Oh, people don't care about 60 frames per second and all
I
this
care
other
about
stuff." But I looked at but that tweet was a poll, and 51% of the people that voted on that poll said 60 FPS, FOV, and graphics is what they care about on the next system. So,
Look, I mean, look,
to me.
No, I think it's. Look, I love the fact that he's talking about frames per second now because I think there was a vocal minority. I think we talked about this before the Xbox One X released that hey we would take 1440p resolution on a game and to up the frames, right? I think we talked about that before the X came out. Like we're like 4K is nice, HDR is great, but we'd be happier with higher frames and even 1440p as a compromise to get to that higher frame rate. And now it's like as a PC gamer, even though, as you say, Forte, I've been doing it for 2 weeks.
I just give you a hard time, sir. You've been there a little bit longer.
Like, there's nothing like seriously like.
I tell you that you did it for 2 weeks and you high stepping on everybody. Like you just moved in the neighborhood. You like, that's why I'm the king around here.
Yeah, I'm the king.
Got the only house on the block paid for.
He got the block party paid for. Got the entertainment.
It's Uncle
there.
Willie's house.
Yeah.
Come by Willie's house, you be entertained for weeks.
Remember he camped outside waiting.
Yeah, I've never camped.
Are you what my dog was barking at last night?
Yes, that was me.
Yep.
That was me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know she kept running down the driveway to the gate and she kept barking at something. I just wasn't sure what it was.
You didn't see me on the camera? Everyone, we're going streaking. We're streaking Willie's house.
Jesus.
No, but I mean, like, Willby, like, for you, like, we talked about Plague's Tale. I'm assuming you played it on your PC, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how great is that game with ultra settings, 60 frames a second? I mean, that game just looks wonderful. Now imagine that on a console.
Oh, it looks amazing on my PC. So, and see, the difference is, the FPS, because they run so much higher on the PC than it will on a console.
Yeah.
And it's just a much smoother experience.
It absolutely is. Like, I'm getting, I think with Plague's Tale, I'm probably getting between 80 and 90 frames a second on ultra settings. And you're right, it's so smooth. And I feel like that, I feel like maybe that's like, because I don't know if you guys have read, like, there's some people that have been tweeting that maybe gamers might not be impressed with the visual impact of next gen or the graphics, the graphical or the improvement, the visual improvement coming from this gen and next gen. If that's the case, which I don't think it is, but if it is the improvement, do you guys think, in the frames per second and how quickly we see like textures loading in, stuff like that with the SSDs and stuff?
Yeah, I think we're just going to get less pop-ins. We're going to see, everything just being smoother, like you said. I mean, it's gonna be a PC-like experience more than less what we're used to with console. So I don't know. Like y'all said, y'all been on PCs for a while, so the PC side loves that FPS, and consoles are just everybody's just they want it so bad. I mean, crap, look at freaking Forza. When you switch it to 1080 60, dude, you don't want to go back to 4K 30.
No, like, you really don't, man.
I mean, it's just in certain games, not every game has to be 120 frames per second, but but for this generation coming in, I think they have to just hit 60 frames. It's just got to be it. Like, it's got to be there. I don't care if like you said, the graphics and all that, like whatever, like just make it smooth. Don't let it tear. Don't let it have those issues. Just let me have a smooth gameplay of whatever game's coming out. So I mean, that's at least that's me. That's me.
You know what the downside of this is going to be, right?
What's that?
It's going to be monitors and televisions.
Yep.
Because if somebody's playing on a slower television, it's going to look pretty shitty on their end. It's really, because with the PC I've got, and everybody saw my Origin PC and the specs, it takes a certain type of monitor that can run those type of graphics from this PC. And I tried it before with just a regular gaming PC. It really didn't work very well, because you had the textures, but if you moved around a little too quick with your mouse, you get a little tearing here and there, get a little
screen
blurry.
tearing.
Yep. So I had to switch up, and buy something entirely different. I had to buy an Alienware monitor. So that's you're gonna have a lot of people complaining when the new consoles come out, the PS5 and the new Xbox, because they're going to be trying to play these games on a television that's doing 1080. That's what I think is going to happen.
And then, if you don't, and then like they're talking about games that, you hear people talking about games at 120 frames on consoles. Well, if you don't have that TV that's going to do that, you're not going to.
Yeah, it's not going to do any good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the console's just not going to magically make whatever you're using do it.
No, you've got to have the type of television or monitor or something that will,
Well, just like the HDMI 2.1. I mean, most of your TVs currently do not have the 2.1 in them. So you're having to wait this year for a lot of those to come out, and you have to go buy another TV for a lot of those extra features that 2.1 is going to have. So, I mean, I just think y'all are definitely correct on that. It's like, yeah, the monitor TV is going to make a big difference this time around versus, you could get just a basic 4K TV for your Pro or X, and you would still be fine.
Yeah,
and it's not going to matter which console, because you're going to have that television or monitor with either one. If the graphics are going to be that much updated, a regular 1080p is not going to cut it.
So what are like with some of the TVs? I don't know what the install is for 4K. I think it's I thought I heard that it's like in 30% of homes now in the U.S.
The last time I looked it up, it was like 38% of homes in the U.S. have 4K televisions.
Wow!
I actually just upgraded recently to 4K myself.
Wow. And then how many of those households are actually gaming households?
Well, in my family, households that are 4K have HDR.
A third, maybe.
How many of those are running the 30 frames per second versus the 60 frames per second? Because most Blu-rays are only 24 frames per second. So, I mean, yeah, people are gonna be like, yeah, I got this X Series X, but like Wilmy said, yeah, okay, but do you have a TV that'll actually run that damn thing?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing.
A lot of people probably do have 4K TVs, but they're probably not the 4K TV that you need to, have the best
truly
experience.
Appreciate the
Do you have HDR? Do you have 60 frames per second?
Do you have anything less than 120 millisecond response time?
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to, if you're really wanting to take advantage of the new systems coming out, you're going to start looking at PC monitors. So.
Yeah, and you have to be really specific on which monitor you purchase, because not all of them can handle that.
Yeah, mind you, you're not going to be buying an 85-inch TV thinking you're going to have 144, frame millisecond response time. It's like that.
Unless you buy that $14,000 8K.
Well, I'll be honest.
No, I guarantee you, yeah,
probably don't have that.
There's a reason competitive gamers playing on 24-inch gaming monitors.
And see, I found because my Alienware monitor, I hooked it up to my Alienware PC. So I actually found a Samsung 42-inch, and I don't remember what the model is or whatever, but this was the highest end model that Samsung made. I wound up hooking my Origin up to that. Yes.
Yeah, because I have the 34-inch version of that one.
The Alienware?
No, the Samsung.
Oh yeah, the Samsung's awesome, and it will actually hang on.
1 millisecond response time, baby.
Hey guys, I have a question. So the 4K TVs that are out in the market right now, is the are they all like 60 hertz, or is it 30 and 60?
No,
I know there's some higher end TVs that are 120.
Yeah, there's still some 30s, but most of them are 60 natively. And then you have some that have the 120. Then you do have the ones that do have like the extra software in them that allows it to go to the 120 hertz or 240 for motion and all that. So I mean, depending on what you buy, then you'll have, like you said, you'll have the 60 frames or the 120 without a problem. But a lot of your intro TVs that are say $300-$400 right now that a lot of people are probably buying, you're
like
not
the Walmart ones.
Yeah. Oh God. What was that one that was on Black Friday? It was called like Eon or Ion or something.
It was
Ion.
The ONN.
Yeah, the on, just
the
on
or whatever.
Crazy. I was like, who the hell is buying this?
Exactly. Everybody was though, dude. Man, the line's out the damn door.
Made by Leapfrog.
I mean, it was $150 for a damn 52-inch TV, but by God, it ain't 4K. I promise you that.
Or how many of those TVs that can do 60 frames per second? Okay, can it really hit 60 frames per second, or is it one of those up to 60 frames per second? I mean,
most TVs, and I don't know if you look at the back of a lot of your TVs, some of them actually have a HDMI port that's actually says 60 hertz. The other one will actually say 30.
Yeah, and there's usually only one of those that you can actually pick from, and then there's usually only one that'll actually do full 4K. The rest of them are like a watered down version. Because even my Samsung that was like $1,900, 75-inch, there are only 2 ports that actually do full 4K HDR. The other 2 or the other 3 are watered down 4K. They don't do the HDR.
Yeah.
Like the OLED I have downstairs, that blows my Samsung away. Why? Because it's OLED. It's 120 hertz. It's OLED, man. I like it.
Pornhub looks good on that, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, this
Pornhub and 4K.
Yeah, I still think it's cool that they're talking about 60 frames. I feel like that's to me to me would be like a next generational leap for consoles. I hope that developers take advantage of it. So we'll see. We're getting close. We'll see what happens. I'm sure we'll learn more at E3, which I think Wilmy, you're going to be at E3, right?
I am going to be at E3 unless something happens and my grandson decides to come early.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. This will be my wife's first grandkid. We're super excited. He's already going to be spoiled rotten.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
He's already spoiled.
He's spoiled. He's not even born yet.
The day he found out.
Dude, I'm already. You'll get a kick out of this, Enrique. I am buying him an Origin PC.
Dude, yes, PC Master Race. Get it started.
I'm gonna have him ready to. I'm gonna have him ready to go by the time he's 2 years old.
He's gonna be like. He's gonna be like. His first words are gonna be frames per second.
That's it. He is going to have a VR on his head. He's sitting in front of his little Origin PC. It's going to be beautiful, man.
He's got RGB, VR, and FPS.
But yeah, unless he decides to come early, yes, my room is already booked for E3. Matter of fact, Fork, Bomber, Ghost, and Viking, we're all planning on going.
Oh, that's all. Well, we got to meet up then because we're going to be down there too.
Oh, I intend to. I plan on meeting up with a lot of people, actually.
I'm just letting you know now.
Yeah, man, that'd be
Get the restraining orders ready. I will be there.
Yeah, Fork will be the one in duct tape wearing a bunny suit.
Hey,
what?
Look, just because you're afraid that I'm going to touch Phil Spencer and make him change his mind about releasing the Xbox Series X, I mean, come on.
I'm not worried about you touching Phil Spencer. I care less if you touch Phil. I'm just trying to keep you away from the rest of us.
Come on. What happens in LA stays in LA.
Oh my god.
That's Vegas, dude.
STDs
and tasers
always go with you though.
You know, if you set the room temperature at the right degree, it becomes very moist in the morning.
Oh my god. All right, let's
now he's like, never mind, we don't need to beat up.
Oh, check his bag for a Vita.
You guys have a PlayStation account. Why the hell you got a Vita in here?
You guys remember on Ralphie, that little pink bunny suit? That is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's funny is that kid's name was Randy.
Yeah, I know.
Could just
Or it'll be the one in the pink bunny suit with the duct tape around his face.
Oh my
god. Yeah, just so like some bunny ears and a hoodie on a
like
Xbox
Donnie
One.
Darko. That's what I'm talking about. People like, it's Donnie Darko. Don't go near him.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I tell you, Enrique's like, no, we're not going to be at E3. I'm just kidding. I'm playing.
No, we're gonna be there. We're definitely gonna be there. We got the house and everything locked up and the airfares or the flights. So we'll be out there for sure.
Yeah, but, my motel room is already booked and good to go.
Yeah, my wife paid for the hotel room today. 1 bed, 3 guys. I mean, 2 beds, 3 guys. So we're good.
All right, let's
1 cup.
Yeah, let's get to another topic here, guys. I think we talked about this a little bit on Wilmy's channel, Gaming Beyond the Box. Resident Evil 8. There was a leak that came out, and according to the leak, Ethan will be returning as a playable character. It will not be called Resident Evil 8, but will have a clever title. I don't even know what that. I can't even think of
the
a clever
Howling.
Title. Yeah, the Howling, maybe.
It's called the coronavirus.
The coronavirus.
Resident Evil 8 BioHow.
Yeah, BioHow. Let me tell you something about this coronavirus. I'm not gonna lie. I just finished Days Gone, and then I turn on the news and I see this thing about the coronavirus. I'm like, fuck. I'm like,
damn you, Sony.
I'm like,
doesn't Raccoon City have 2 C's in it?
I think it does.
Yeah, there is good news. There's this company called Umbrella that's willing to help out with the virus.
Yeah.
See, there's always
only the gamers would be like, "Oh hell no!"
No cause for concern.
Look for the positive.
Hey,
I can
Wilmy,
only see
I heard
this going bad.
Wilmy, I heard Nero's flying around doing research.
I think that was his name. They showed him on the news this morning. Yeah, his name was Nero, and he works for Umbrella.
Oh my goodness, that is
So,
No, but seriously, when I beat Days Gone, and then I turn on the channel, I'm like, oh my god.
You're like, shit.
I'm like, where's Deacon St. John when I need him?
does anybody know why this shit always starts there? Remember SARS?
SARS? I don't know.
Dude, it always comes from China.
If those pictures that people been floating around on Twitter too, where they're eating bat soup and shit.
Yeah, there's bat soup.
That's the reason.
That was all like, come on.
No, it was they deep fried the bat and then they spilled
Delicacy, my ass.
That's not a delicacy.
Yeah, and they spill the stomach lining into like the soup.
Oh,
right?
yes. It's
I live in the
delicacy.
South.
No,
They deep fry every fucking thing here, but they don't deep fry bat.
It's a different culture, man.
You know what a delicacy is to me? Cheesecake. I mean,
It's like, oh, this is so delectable. This is good. This is delicious.
Well, I'm
rib right here is
diabetic, so a delicacy to me is a tuna salad.
Yeah.
So,
or whoever's making the hamburger helper.
that's Leo.
It was Manwich.
I'm sorry, man.
He's back on that again.
The funny thing is too, it's not like they take the insides and just put it in the soup and serve it. They have to have the whole damn body like smiling.
I know,
at you.
yes.
That's so weird.
No, but some reporter said that he's been to that town and he's like, yeah, they eat dogs and cats and all kinds of shit there in that
They don't
town.
domesticate it. If it runs and moves, it can be food. That's how
Well,
they
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, we're
It's
made
like-
of meat.
It's like that in a lot of
Oh my god. Yeah, well, we
Okay, Dr. Donner.
I
They're like,
mean,
we gotta- they're like-
think about it, man. We're all made of meat too. So
Oh, my
it worked for Jeffrey, right?
I tell you what, I never want. I hope to
Whatever
God
it
there's
takes
never an
to survive.
apocalypse and I run to Wilmy Hood.
It's the safest place you probably be. Be all
That's
right.
probably right.
Yeah, he might try to lure me in. It's safe here.
No, I'm don't worry.
Put the lotion in the box.
Yeah,
I mainly stick to seafood.
Yeah. It's funny is people go in the ocean too. So
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
honest officer, he was seafood. I mean, it was seafood.
he was
Yeah.
swimming, sir.
He was. I thought he was a fish. All right,
It was. That was Fork Boy. I thought it was a whale when it was swimming by. I seen something come out of a blowhole. Oh, sorry.
all right. So let's see here. According to the leak, the gameplay starts in a village leading up to a castle. The environment will be rural, snowy, and mountainous, possibly Europe. Regular zombies will be appearing instead of the molded from Resident Evil 7. There's a persistent, shadowy female enemy that will follow you, but will dissipate its shot. There will also be wolf-like creatures. Here's the werewolf thing. There will be wolf-like creatures that will attack the player in certain areas. Chris Redfield will also be returning in some capacity. All right. What do you guys think about this werewolf thing? I don't know how I feel about that.
How old is
I don't know.
Chris?
How does what?
He's got to be in his late
He's
50s
seen some shit.
by now.
Dude is getting old now.
Who?
Yeah.
You talking about Chris Redfield?
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
they can
he's-
get old.
what'd you say, B?
I said he's old as shit by now, man. He's been around for a long time.
Well, you know,
didn't he look pretty old in the new DLC for Biohazard? Didn't they like age him in that one?
Yeah.
I
He
don't
should
think
have a pretty good
I don't remember.
401k right by now, right? He's at that age. Good 401k.
Oh yeah, he should be able to.
Well, the one they didn't
Oh,
show
man.
you in the trailer, he's actually killing things in his hover round.
That's,
He's
the
something
opening
right.
of the new game will be him walking up and zombies come out, and then he's gonna be like, "I'm getting too old for this shit."
Oh man,
Get off my grass, you little bastards!
Riggs.
Don't come in my yard anymore, or I'll kick the shit
Turn
out
your
of
damn
you!
music down.
But no, Enrique, man, the werewolf thing can work, man. I told you it could be like the whole like version of like a mutated like Doberman type thing.
But when
As long as they're not doing the whole human to werewolf thing,
Yeah.
it'll work.
Yeah, it could be something that they experimented on, and they just call it like a werewolf,
so you think maybe,
or it's werewolf like. You know what I'm saying?
Very possible.
yeah,
Yeah, they got somebody
I guess.
turning into a If they're gonna do werewolves, just do like the classic '60s monster.
Oh my god!
Ooh, they should do like American Werewolf in
He's got,
London,
like-
man.
Oh man,
Oh my god,
That
Wilmy,
would be-
I saw that movie, Wilmy, when I was like,
the torn flannel.
Wilmy, I saw that movie when I was 5 years old in the movie theater, man.
I saw it at the drive-in. Remember, we're the same age.
I was
Scared-
5, dude, and I was scared shitless.
Me too.
And I went back and I it was on Netflix. I watched it again, and I'm like, I was scared of this.
Well, we were kids, dude.
When we were kids, nothing was scarier than Ed 209 shooting that dude in the office building in RoboCop.
Oh yes, remember that? Oh my god, dude, that's facts. I remember.
That shit was terrifying.
Remember when the guy he drove his truck into the like chemical plant and he came out the back and he was like all like he was like help me. He
No,
was like,
man. That scene in the office of RoboCop was hilarious because he kept trying to run by people and they kept pushing him away like, move, dude.
yeah, get out here. You have 3 seconds to put your weapon down. Oh my
But
god.
it would be cool if they would do a werewolf, something like that one.
Yeah.
That could be pretty badass. Because I mean, if you think about it, we really
Probably
don't
look
have,
like a liquor with fur.
Yeah, we don't really have.
Yeah, right.
Do we really have any games that had werewolves besides the Order 1886?
That's
The
basically
Witcher.
it.
Just The Witcher.
Oh yeah, that and The Witcher.
Werewolves are in Skyrim. That's the
What
one
else,
I
B?
can think of.
B, what game did you say?
No, I was gonna say besides Order 1886, you know what I mean? Because that's more of a shooting game, and that's
Yeah.
kind of what I relate this to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
that's
RPG,
I mean, it could be
you know what I mean?
cool.
You kind of expect it, you know, you always gonna run into different creatures and stuff like that. But as far as like a shooter, Order 1886 is the only one that I can remember that had werewolves. So I think they
too.
could do something special with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a shot. Why not?
Some nice.
And with that RE engine too, man, that shit's gonna look fucking amazing.
Oh, that RE engine is no joke.
Yeah, what is up with them now though? Like they have came out of nowhere with making some like these games looking freaking good now.
Yeah, the RE engine.
They were
is just
almost
amazing.
out of here, man. You had people saying like they should be bought by.
I've kept telling everybody. Everybody's like, "Yo, man, they gonna get out of here." I'm like, all they need to do is release Monster Hunter on consoles, and it's gonna save their entire company.
There it is.
And what happened? I've been saying that from the start, man. Y'all go back and rewind the tapes, man.
Beastradamus did it again.
And when they released Monster Hunter put their ass right back on the map, and it's been history ever since then.
And
Yeah.
I think honestly, if they would have kept Monster Hunter like wrapped to like a Nintendo console, it wouldn't have been that.
Oh no,
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
no.
which is kind of crazy to think though.
They
Yeah,
opened
really.
it up to everybody, and it sold really well.
Yeah, man.
Hell,
And
look
then-
at Iceborne.
Yeah,
Like, it was just an add-on, they said, but it's literally another game.
Yep.
I mean, shit. Look at RE2.
And it looks
man.
amazing.
I mean, RE2 is
so
just
good, man.
that's
Like
that's
it's just ridiculous.
that's one of the
Devil
best
May Cry
remakes.
5 was awesome looking, too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Devil May Cry 5 was actually awesome. Yeah. But I mean, Resident Evil 7. I mean, when that came out too, I mean, I was just like, whoa! Like this is.
I can't wait to
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what they do with Street Fighter 6. That's the one I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, when it's multi-platform, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I didn't play. How was 5? I've never played 5.
I enjoyed it. It's really
That was
good.
Yeah.
I wish I had more characters, but it was good.
They put
Well,
my favorite in, so I was happy.
freaking-
Akuma for the win.
Freaking
Yeah,
fighting games
I'm
nowadays.
still waiting for Viper, man. They never put Crimson Viper on there, man. It's kind of
Yeah, I know. I was surprised about that. I was like, where the hell is Crimson Viper? And they put her in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate. I think that was the last time they used her.
Yep.
Or did Ultra come out before that or after?
No, that was after.
Okay. Because she
Yeah.
was in that one, too.
Yep.
It's funny as hell seeing those ads in there, though, man. I fired it up recently.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I was like, what the hell is this?
Well, you know, that's not new either. You guys remember the original Rainbow Six on the 360?
Yeah.
They did that in
Remember-
Rainbow Six.
Yeah, remember you be in like the casino or whatever, and all of a sudden the billboards and all the things in the hallway would have different advertisements on them.
Oh,
It would have like
Oh, yeah.
Sprint, it
Yeah.
had Sprint, US Cellular,
Yeah.
and we were like, "What the
Maybe-
hell? Why are you putting ads in our game?"
Mhm.
To pay for
So
'em.
Getting that ad revenue. I don't know how to track it, but
I remember seeing that, playing Rainbow Six. We'd be doing multiplayer. We'd all be inside the casino, and you'd look outside at a billboard, and there would be a legit ad on the billboard.
Yeah.
And it would be all over the hallways.
I love that sound, man. When you play inside the casino, everybody shooting their fucking slot machines, man. You hear all the coins shaking out.
I love that game, dude. We had a lot of hours buried into that thing.
Yeah, me too, man.
A lot. That one and the second one.
Oh yeah. I could play that shit all day.
Yep. And have you gone back and tried to play it lately?
Yeah, man. I can't get down with the controls, man. It feels so weird.
Yeah, I
feel
can't.
bad. Like, is it wonky?
Yeah, because they just had weirder controls back then, man.
Yeah, the controls are completely different. I went back and tried to play it, and I was just like, man, I just can't do it. Yeah. As bad as I wanted to, I just could not do it.
Hey, Wilmy, I don't want to spoil anything, but I got to say that I was pleasantly surprised, man, by Days Gone.
I told you.
I mean, like, I totally was not. I didn't get the game at launch because it was getting kind of mediocre reviews, and I wasn't like, do I want to play another zombie game? Is this just a generic zombie game? Like, I don't know. Like, is this, do I want to do this? And I was like, no, I kept putting it off. And then I think it was Mooch who was like, hey, you got to play this game. It's amazing. And then I spoke to you like, yeah, it's good. And I finally beat it. And I'm just like, dude, I can't wait for the sequel now.
Yeah, the only thing that irritated me about that game was the story. Because you think you're getting ready to come to the end, and then all of a sudden, it just opens up this whole other area, and you're like, "Damn!"
Yeah,
I'm not going to give it away to nobody that's never played it, but it's like you've spent all these hours, you went through all this shit to come to this conclusion, and then when you finally realize what's going on, you're like, "God damn it! I still can't do anything yet." So. It's just, but the story, man, just did it for me, dude. I have got so many hours into that game. It's not funny.
I'd say
the only problem I had with. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say the only problem I had with it made my bike disappear. Like it just left. I was like, where the hell's my bike? You know how pain in the ass it is to run in that game all the way to a freaking settlement.
Yeah, it was rough.
So you never got your bike back?
No. Couldn't find
it. Damn, wow. I think
it would show up on my map, but it was like it clipped through the ground or what I mean, like something.
Yeah. I just couldn't get to it.
Yeah. I looked all around I was like, I didn't drive into a cave, but maybe it's in a cave.
Yeah.
I only had one glitch.
I had a couple glitches. Nothing like game breaking per se, but there were some glitches that were in the game when I played.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to get that glitch I saw on Twitter where it shows him riding the bike, but the bike's gone and he's just sitting there on air.
I seen that, yeah.
I only had one glitch, and it was right near the end of the game, and Enrique probably knows what I'm talking about. There's a mission, you go into a cave.
Yes. I know.
And that completely glitched for me because you could see inside the cave, but it was a graphic glitch. You couldn't go inside of it. You could walk up to it, and it would just kind of like bounce you back like an invisible wall.
It would bounce you back, yeah.
Yeah, I just backed out of the game, started it back up, and I was good to go.
That game got a 30 gig update today.
Yeah, I was going to say, they just released a new update for it today.
They keep putting updates for that game. That's freaking awesome, I think.
Yeah, you got to give them props on that, man.
Yeah, I want to see a second one.
No, and the funny thing is anybody that goes for like Metacritic stuff, which is that's definitely not me, but that game, we all know would have scored higher if it had the day one patch in.
Matter of fact, we talk about that all the time on our podcast, man. I don't trust Metacritic for shit. Nope. Because I don't care if you're a fan of Xbox or you're a fan of PlayStation. There are people on both sides, man, that will just review bomb the fuck out of a game just so somebody else won't buy it. I mean, and the thing is, man, just game. That's it. That's all this is about. Gaming used to be fun. Take it from a bunch of old fucks. Gaming used to be fun, and for some of us, it still is.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Old. I am a ripe 39 bitch. Okay.
Shit. Yeah, right.
You're up there with us too.
Yeah, and Enrique said he's 19. But
sweet, he's dateable. Yeah,
he's dateable.
Watch out for the touches, Enrique.
Yeah,
But
right.
man. I mean, and it doesn't matter, man, if it's what people call an X-bot or a pony. People just review bomb shit because they're just that bored and have nothing better to do with their life.
Yeah.
No,
And
man,
man,
as hell.
I'll
some of
look
the
at,
best games are get shitty ratings.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll look at, like, if I'm unsure of a game, I'll read just what reviewers had to say about the gameplay and maybe issues. Like with Days Gone, like I knew there were issues with the gameplay, like with bugs. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to play an open world that has bugs, so I kind of put it to the side. But I will say, like, there's still some bugs. They did do a big patch because I had to download that patch yesterday, or that update, whatever it was. It was like a 30 gig. I think B said 30 gig update. But I'll say this, like, the one thing that really impressed me about it is that it's from Ben's studio, and Ben's studio hasn't done like a big AAA game, I think, probably since maybe Siphon Filter.
The last game they did was Vita. That was
Yeah.
the last game they made before Days Gone.
Yeah, I mean, but they haven't made. I mean, they made Siphon Filter for the PlayStation 1, which was I guess a AAA game back then. But I think everything else, I think their last like console game was on PlayStation 2, and then, like you said, everything else was a Vita. So
No, they did
I
Uncharted
think
Golden
the
Abyss.
last game they did before Days Gone was Uncharted.
Yeah.
oh, that's right. Yeah. Which one did they do? E?
No, that was it. Golden Abyss on
Yeah,
on
that's
Vita.
it.
On Vita.
But there,
yeah.
but there was just something about Days Gone, man. When you see that big horde of zombies coming by, and you got to get into that little lab site, and you're trying to
the
be all
neurosites?
quiet, and you're trying to take out the speakers, and you're trying to get into that building, and at the wrong move, man, all these guys are just going to swarm your ass.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah, it was intense, man. I loved it.
Those hordes, man. I tell you what, and that's like, and so I started thinking about like next console generation. I'm thinking, holy shit, can you imagine this game and how big they can make these hordes now, like on new console hardware? Like, wow.
Yeah, and the lumber mill in Days Gone, man, that was a shitload of zombies, dude.
Oh my god, dude! I tell you, man, I ran a lot. I was
That was
running
like
around the mill, just throwing.
If I remember right, the lumber mill was like the first thing they showed for that game.
The lumber mill was crazy. I had so many bombs and traps sitting all over
I
the
did
place.
too. Yeah, I did too.
And they're not stupid. Sometimes they would actually go around them.
Yeah, they would actually flank you. They would come around like I'd be running around and I would like run into zombies coming at me.
Yep. Because that happened to me quite a bit. Because I was like, okay, I've got a strategy. I've got all these traps set up. I'm going to get them to chase me this way. They would take off and veer to the right and come around. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Hop on the motorcycle and try to run a few over, but eventually they just ate your brains.
I hated the screamers. Those were the worst.
Oh, God, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
I
happened?
ran into one of the bears, and I was just like, okay, how's this
the
going to
bears.
work?
Yeah, the bears were worse. I ran into a screamer who called in a horde on me, and then a bear showed up. I was like, what?
Oh, jeez.
And then my bike was...
ends.
And I lost my bike on top of the hill because I was running. I was like, I got to get out of here. I ran out of gas. A screamer came up, screamed. A horde came, and a bear came. I'm like, fuck.
You're doing the Forrest Gump. I am running.
Yeah, Jedi. I'm running. Jedi. Not a
I wish I had a box of
trophy
chocolates.
for taking out a bear with just your knife. I was like, really? Holy
I
crap.
think I actually got that trophy. It was a bitch.
Yeah, that bear's no joke.
Nah, he's no fun at all.
Yeah.
Let's take a knife to a tank. Sure.
Yeah, that's about it.
I'll tell you what, though, memorable characters, though, even though I don't like Deacon St. John's name because I feel like it's a porn star name.
Yeah, it does.
I got to say the voice acting was great, and the character cast, the characters are very likable, and I'm like, yeah, I want to see what's in store for these guys next because I don't know, Wilmy, so you beat the game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so did you keep playing after the credits? Like
I did. And I kept playing it, but then I finally went over to something different because I had like 100 and some hours.
But do you know? Did you run into some other? I don't want to. I got to be careful.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about though?
I know. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
yes, I was like, God, do that. Oh my God, I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, I can't wait for the sequel.
I can't either because I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Because you're finishing that ending and you're like, damn, that sucks, and you're like, whoa, what? So yeah, but I do hope they have a sequel coming soon.
Oh, I hope so too.
I think it'll be sooner than what most people think.
I think they were already working on it.
Yeah. Well, apparently, I mean, it actually sold well for Sony. I think we had.
Especially across overseas, it was huge.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think like it was like UK's like top game sold for like multiple months.
Oh,
It was really big into Japan too.
Yeah, Japan. I mean,
Really?
it was a huge
Yeah,
game.
no,
Like,
I was surprised.
like in
as
the
well.
US, it wasn't as I guess as big, but like everywhere else, it sold like what everybody thought Death Stranding was going to sell is what it sold, and it was kind of crazy. They like broke so many records with it or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was from. I wish I had the actual true facts to to kind of spread that, but I definitely know that was something that they were talking about for a while, that they their milestones of how many copies were sold overseas.
Nice. Yeah. I didn't expect. Speaking of Death Stranding, I didn't think it was going to sell like gangbusters. I just didn't think it had that mass appeal. It was my game of the year for 2019, but I didn't think that it was a game that would appeal to everyone or a lot of people. So
I actually have Deacon above my head on a shelf.
What don't you have on your shelf?
There's not much.
The baby.
I've got the big Deacon statue from the collector's edition sitting right above me right now as we speak.
Do you have the Death Stranding baby?
I do have the baby. Yes, I do.
You do? I didn't think. For some reason, I didn't think you got that.
That's
Yep. I was actually able to find one, man. He's in the little container. You push a button, he lights up. It's really creepy and shit.
Do you walk around at the grocery store?
No, I've thought about that, but considering I live in the South and I live in a beach community, I would probably have some old white lady call the police on me. So I'm really not wanting to do that. I don't want to go to jail.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, but you should totally do it and record it, man. People's reaction. Yeah,
this is Willie going to jail.
With it.
This is Willie going to jail.
Yeah, strap it to my back. Bio here.
Willie goes
that
to jail.
really freaks some people out.
What's with the baby in the jar? Oh, it's to help me watch out for PTs.
The PTs are here. They're coming. The PTs are coming.
And it's not a baby, it's a BB.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Not a baby, it's a BB. It's my.
And that's
BB.
when the people are just looking at you like, man, he has lost it.
Yeah, hey,
because I started to buy the console and I just didn't. I didn't think the console. Yeah, it wouldn't look right with everything in my living room. So I was like, yeah, it just looked a little odd because it just wouldn't match.
I wish they would have done a little bit better with that console. Not gonna lie.
Because I wanted the controller. I thought the controller was cool too.
I'm actually surprised they didn't make the console look like a container that you take around with you.
Yeah, that would have been sweet.
I mean, but that is asking a lot from their console team that does it. All their custom ones are not really custom. That's the only problem. That's the only problem I would say that Sony had. I mean, they didn't have many problems with their custom anythings were pretty lackluster.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of some of their custom consoles at all.
I actually didn't like the God of War one until I actually saw it. It looked a lot better in person.
In person is way better. Yeah.
They did a lot of work with that one. With the etchings.
Yeah. I didn't like the Star Wars one with the DualShock 4 controllers with the red nipples as the thumbsticks.
See, I wanted that controller from
I didn't like
for
that
Death
controller.
Stranding.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
I thought it was cool looking, but you can't. If you actually find the controller for sale, it's some little douchebag that thinks it's worth $500.
Mm.
And
I'm actually surprised they didn't sell that separately. You know, to
I
get the game out there more.
I was shocked too. Maybe it'll come out that way soon.
We were asking Forte like before I think the console came out, like if they were going to sell it retail, and he's like, nope.
Yeah, they may change their mind though.
Yeah, I should have got that collector's edition with the damn baby. Now I think about it.
I know the collector's edition sold out.
He's like, I should have bought that baby.
Well, you know the collector's edition, like after 2 weeks after the game came out, it went half price or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You couldn't even order them.
Yeah, the collector's edition with the BB was half off.
Oh, I could have got BB. BB.
Oh, you could have got a BB for half,
My
man.
BB. BB.
Your BB
My
for
BB.
half off, yo.
My
50%.
BB.
And other
Yeah,
than the
that's
BB, other than that, the rest of it's pretty lackluster. It gives you like a little tiny statue and some patches, like you're really gonna put this shit on your jacket, and walk around.
A patch.
You know.
Yeah.
Why did they do that?
I
Why
haven't
did they
even
do
taken
that
mine
shit?
out the box yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk around with a fake, biker gang patch on my arm. That way I can walk by some dude in the hills and stab my ass in the parking lot.
Was
Who are
the
you and why are you in our territory?
Was the patch
Yeah.
even cool though? Like, did it look cool?
I mean, it looked cool, but I mean,
Or-
how
or
many
did
people
it-
think you can put that on their shit and wear
Or
it
did
in
it?
public?
Or did it say fragile?
I have
it
an
didn't say
N7
fragile.
patch. I got that from the Mass Effect 3 Collector's Edition.
That's
Nice.
like the Gears of War. What the fuck was it? I got some type of like lanyard. Who the fuck's wearing this thing? I mean, are you seriously gonna put this around your neck and go to the grocery store or something? You're walking down the street. Yeah, bitch, that's right.
So I wear my Borderlands lanyard at work.
And you still work in a hospital. That's scary as
Yeah.
fuck.
I've actually had a couple patients say Borderlands. I'm like, yeah, and then they, sleep.
I'd be like, get the hell away from me, Dr. Zed.
Well, I don't know. I don't knock you too much because my youngest daughter years ago, dude, when we took her to the doctor one day, her doctor looked at me and goes, "Hey man, are you a gamer?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "Have you played Far Cry 3? That game is amazing." And he was talking about all this crafting and all this stuff. And I'm sitting there going, and I'm thinking to myself, boy, gaming really has changed.
Oh, dude, what's hilarious is like a couple weeks ago, I got paged to a different OR. I mean, some of you may not know, but I work in surgery. And so I'm like, okay. So I walk in the OR. I'm like, you guys need x-ray or something? They're like, hey, so my son's been playing this game. I'm like, are you serious? This is what you paid for?
Wait, are you having this conversation while they're actually in the middle of an operation?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like,
Oh my God.
If you ever want to know what an operation is really like surgery, 90% of all surgeries is like a men's locker room. Once the patient's out and we're operating, for the most part, I'd say 90% of surgeries, it is about local events, sports, what's on the radio, things like that.
And PS Vita.
Yeah.
Remember that,
Put
kids.
your PS Vita down, put your dick back in. No, but yeah, like, since I'm the gamer, I get asked all the questions on like, hey, I want to get my son a system. Which should I buy? And I'm like, what are you looking for? What does he play? And I tell them from there. And what's funny is they're like, but you play Xbox. Why'd you say PlayStation? I'm like, because you like a lot of single-player games, and they have really good exclusive single-player games.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Called
why I said
honesty.
PlayStation. Yeah, it's like, I play multiplayer because that's what all my friends are.
But you
So
can't do that, though. God.
Yeah, right.
Can't be
Yeah,
honest.
don't ever say anything good about any console or any platform
Yeah,
because
you can't.
automatically
I get
you're
looked
a
over
damn
here and
You
control.
gotta really like one of them, then bash
Oh,
the
yeah.
hell out of the
It's
other
like,
one.
yeah,
people
that's
are
the only
like,
way you can
but
do
you
it.
play on Xbox. I'm like, just because I play on Xbox doesn't mean I can't, enjoy the fact of what PlayStation does. I mean, what they do affects Xbox because it makes them work harder and vice versa. So if anything, I should be happy PlayStation's there.
You saw the
That's
chat
right.
a minute ago, right? This little fuckhead named Mr.
Oh.
Twister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
You're a closet Xbot. No, motherfucker, I'm a gamer.
first of all, I can't be a closet Xbot. My 75-inch will not fit in my closet. I tried. There are no outlets in that closet.
And actually,
My wife
I
is
mean,
not up for
yeah,
home.
and you're not allowed to talk good. You can't talk good about a PlayStation because you're a pony. And Enrique can tell you this: don't talk about PC gaming around the wrong
Oh,
people.
Yeah, no.
And don't talk good about Xbox. You're just supposed to hate everything, hate everybody. Then you're good.
I had a guy tell me that because I was talking about PC, and he was like, "Oh, you're missing out on 4K HDR. PC sucks." I'm like,
What?
"Yeah, okay."
Who had 4K HDR first? Come on.
So
But it's-
You're
I mean,
missing
that's-
out on 4K HDR.
The bad part, this little
28
douchebag,
inch.
came in here just to make that comment to me in the
Yeah.
chat. I'm like, whatever, dude. Fuck go off, man. Whatever.
the console war series for some people out there.
Dude, that's all.
It's
That's
because it's their only life, man. That's
Yeah.
all they have. They can only hold on to that because that's the only thing they feel like that's their truth. That's
They
something to
wait.
hold on to.
They wake up in the morning, they jerk off with their Vita in their hand, and that's how they start their day.
Jeez.
You know, it's just weird, man.
So fork really is a. Let's get
So I actually discovered that you can tape your Vita to your head and then put some cardboard around it, and it's like VR.
Hey.
And when I post a picture or a screenshot from my PC from whatever game I'm playing, I will start to screenshot these for you guys. I get hate messages automatically like that on Twitter because it's not an Xbox game or a PlayStation game.
Oh my god, I don't get it.
You know, like last night.
Talks PC. Oh boy.
Well, it's like Buck just said in the chat. It's no more a console war. It's just a fanboy war.
Yep.
And you're not allowed to like anything, man. It's all about hate, dude. Unless you're spreading hate, everybody hates you.
Xbox must die. Sony must die.
yeah. They're going out of business. They have no money.
They're broke.
And why are you worried about it? You live at your mom's house, dude, and you work at Burger King. You know. I mean, you're going to sit here, you don't have anything in the fight. So just give it the fuck up. None of these companies care about any of us. We all know that.
No.
You know? And I'll be honest, the only company that's ever gave a shit about me, and trust me, I don't get any kickbacks from this, was Origin PC. The day I ordered my Origin PC, these fuckers called me up. It wasn't just email or text. They called me and spoke to me, talked to me, asked me what I wanted my computer to do.
Was it Jay Fonz on the other end of the voice?
No.
Hey, Wilmy, how's your Origins PC? Is it making you moist? It's Jay Fonz.
They asked me, what I wanted my PC to be able to do and all this other stuff. And we went through the whole process. These guys still email me and asking me if I've had any issues or anything else.
Well, you got to remember,
granted, it costs a lot more than a console.
You are paying for a premium product, so you're going to get that premium service. I mean, that's just
Yeah, it's like the Lamborghinis of a PC.
Yeah,
but none of these other companies give a shit, man, about any of us. And you can think they do, but they don't. I mean, we're sales figures. That's all we are.
Yeah,
and we can sit in all these podcasts and we can bitch and we can complain or we can play games. Me, I choose to play games. Fuck the rest of it.
Yeah,
play games, watch porn.
Well, that's or touching people at Walmart, in food line.
Target, people at Walmart.
Target now.
People at Walmart are disgusting.
Oh my god!
It's not even about like consoles. It's about energy keeping, receipt keeping, and it's the whole war now. It's like,
oh yeah, I had
receipts.
a dude.
Everybody keep your receipts.
I had a dude. Matter of fact, I was telling Enrique about it the other night before we went on the Crossfire. I had this dude. Some of you may have seen it on Twitter. He came at me last Monday. Well, you're not a real gamer because you didn't start on YouTube until 7 months ago. What? What the fuck's that got to do with my gaming, dude? I was like, my first game was Pong, bitch. That has nothing to do with gaming because I didn't broadcast games.
He pulled up your gaming score profile.
Yeah, dude, this motherfucker was and it actually people started posting about this asshole today.
Yes. Let's not no names.
Yeah, we're not giving names. He's actually sending messages to women on Twitter of him jerking off to their profile pictures and shit. I mean, dude, there's a line.
I will say this, all joking aside though, and I don't mean this lightly, but one thing I have noticed in the gaming community, there are some mental health issues that I see.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, just by people's behavior, the way they react, there's some shit going on.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. I've made
it's a few. It's like it's a cry for help. It's almost to that point.
There seems to be a lot of obsession going on.
The problem is a lot of people believe that they can fix their mental health issues because it makes them feel good, not realizing that no, your gaming may actually need an actual doctor to help you. This is probably beyond just someone helping.
Nobody here is a licensed therapist, are they?
No. Disclaimer: we are not like.
I only play one on
TV. I don't want somebody. We cannot
recommend you to any 12-step programs.
Yeah, and so I mean, a lot of people think they can do that, and I'm not saying you can't use gaming to help with a lot of things, but there comes a certain point when you should probably be meeting with an actual professional because I mean, just doing that is probably not going to fix the issue. And I'm not to say who is and who isn't. I'm just it doesn't hurt to talk to somebody, just to sit down and talk. I mean, maybe they'll be like, "No, you're good," or they'll be like, "No, I think you should probably."
And you could consider walking outside and slamming your head into a tree about 8 or 9 times to see if that helps. In some occasions.
Because I imagine like some of these like knuckleheads going on a date with a girl, like if that's possible, right? Show
why you gotta be savage like that, man? You don't know that. Come on.
I'm just saying. Show the girl your phone, right? She had there's like no pictures of family or friends in there, just all these screenshots of Twitter, of like all these great conversations, all your receipts.
Him today.
Yeah.
I told him Xbox sucks. You see that, baby? And she gets up, just fucking walks out.
It's like, you are a serial killer.
Man, look at this GIF I made that has nose is long, man. Look at this. This is funny. I showed him.
Yeah, I owned his ass.
Hey, by the way, you know what? We'll talk about this offline. Wow. I just saw something on Twitter, but we'll talk. I don't want to talk about it on live.
Oh, God. Yeah. You're going to make me lift up my phone, Enrique.
No, well...
I didn't do it.
We got to talk about this. This is crazy. Oh, yeah. So on that note, B was right. We're gonna run. We ran over an hour.
Yeah, he was right.
Yeah, B, you were right, man.
Man, I try to tell y'all. It's all good though.
Yeah,
I knew it was coming, man.
Yeah, but
well, hey, no, I mean, you get 2 excellent groups together. What do you expect to happen, man?
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Great conversation. But this, hey guys,
and guess what? Nobody argued.
You tried to blame it on slow mo.
Slow-mo. I don't know how slow. I'm not blaming anything.
Slow mo not here.
Why are you slandering that man? He's not even here, Forte.
We got to do it it's got to happen at least once a show.
Leave that poor man alone, man.
So he can hear about it on Twitter.
I waiting for Slow-mo to come in and be like, "What? What did you say, Forte? What?" No, big shout out to
and actually, anybody in the chat, I got one quick question. Does anybody know of a 4-player co-op RPG?
On
anybody?
PC.
On PC?
On PC. Sorry for it. Because we have been looking for one for like a week, and we have had a hell of a time trying to find a decent one.
I suggested Destiny 2, but that's...
Try it. Oh, that's 3-player, actually, not 4.
Yeah, that's only 3.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's Forte. He can do.
Try Co-Optimus.
Co-Optimus?
Yeah, Co-Optimus. Just type it into Google. It's a site that only deals with co-op games.
That sounds like a bad Transformer.
I know.
This is the Transformer that failed. Oh,
the Transformer that doesn't work. He half transforms. I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
He's co-op. This is Co-Optimus.
Transforms into an apartment building. It's a co-op.
You're like, failed. I'm trying to transform.
Yeah.
But if Co-Optimus, you can go there, and it has Xbox, PlayStation, PC, has them all, and you can look at what games are couch, which ones are online, how many players co-op, all that, and it goes back pretty far.
All right, yeah, we have some suggestions. I can't even talk suggestions in the chat. Final Fantasy, Diablo, MechWarrior 5, Gauntlet.
So Final Fantasy 14 is an MMO though. Would that count?
If you're not patient,
I
play
mean,
MechWarrior 5.
I mean, if you're gonna go down that route, play WoW. There you go. That's like a good 15 years of your life away.
Yeah, but see, we're getting old, dude. 15 years. Yeah, we can't be fucking around 15 years.
I can't be doing World of Warcraft. Not right now. I mean, like,
nah.
Maybe Diablo would make sense.
Yeah, Diablo. Because see, I was hoping for Darksiders Genesis, but it's only co-op. It's only 2 players.
It's only co-op. Yeah. So all right. Well, gentlemen, this has been a blast. We got to do this again. Great time.
Yeah. We will definitely do it again.
Yeah, I love the way the Discord started on your Discord channel, Wilmy, with someone cooking.
Man,
it was manwich.
See, that's the beauty of us. You never know. You never know what we're going to say.
The fact that you're willing to say you put manwich in your mouth and then you wonder why we make fun of you, I really don't.
Shit.
Oh my god.
I mean, you're like, I put manwich in my mouth. It was great and moist, and we're like, and you wonder why we
any of those words.
That's what I heard. I don't care what you said.
I can just imagine the crap you hear.
But I said hamburger helper. He's like, no, it's manwich.
Yeah,
See,
like it was
Hamburger Helper.
defined.
I'd have just gone with that. Hamburger Helper. Good.
Yeah.
No, it's Manwich, the real
it is
man
from-
meat.
That didn't even sound right. All
No,
right.
it did not.
All right, guys. We're gonna
sounds
skip
disgusting.
intros here because we got a lot of people here. But big shout out to the Gaming Beyond the Box crew and guys.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, and thanks for having us too on your channel at 8 p.m. Hey, everyone, if you're listening, if
Well,
you're
you know
listening,
what,
of course you're listening, but-
Enrique, you
Yes,
got to
sir.
give these guys. You got to give them an outro. We don't need an outro because everybody here knows.
Oh, we don't need one.
We got to
dude, we're
give. We got to
good.
give the box an outro though. They got to get their outro so people can know where the hell to find those people at.
All right, go ahead, guys. Let everyone know where they can find you guys. Go ahead. We'll start with Moist Gaming.
Moist Gaming, aka Fork Boy Gaming. You can find me under your covers in your closet and anywhere else you don't want to look.
With the Vita in his hand.
Yeah, I have it strapped to my
And
head.
one
It's
hand
like
so
a
he can touch
VR
you with the
unit
other.
now. No, you can find me on Twitter, Forkboy Gaming, and you also find me on Twitch, same thing, Forkboy Gaming. Usually do a daily shout out, just trying to spread some positivity and spread some love to people instead of all the hate that's sometimes on there. So, thanks for coming out, Enrique, Money, all you guys. Thanks for having us, Forte. This has been awesome, man. So look forward to interacting with you guys more and making fun of you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. And HR Bomber, man, let people know where they can find you.
Yes, sir, man. I first of all just thank y'all for doing this like collaboration, man. It's been pretty freaking awesome. Great conversations, great topics, everything. It's been really good. Of course, you can find me on the Twitter, HRBomber1414, and on Xbox and PlayStation Network at HRBomber. Other than that, you can just see me around wherever you need, and if you need me, hey, reach out. I'll definitely hear whatever you got going on. So.
Reach
Y'all have a good night.
out and touch someone.
Oh my God! All right, HR,
that's
man.
all for it.
Awesome, bro. It's been a pleasure.
You're on
man.
his radar now.
I
He's gonna
appreciate it.
touch you.
Oh my God! And we're gonna go to Mr. Manwich himself, Leonidas. Let
You
everyone know where
find
they
me
can
at
find you.
Manwish 2020. No. You find me Leonidas 1084 anywhere. Thanks for having us, guys. It was a blast.
Absolutely,
I'm
man.
done.
Yeah, and the Evil Ghost. Let people know where they can find
thanks
you. Man.
Thanks for having us on. You can find me on Xbox at The Evil Ghost, Twitter at The Evil Ghost, and I'll be gaming with the Forking crew, getting fucking high and having a good time. Hope everybody has a good night, man. Thanks for having us on the show again, though.
Awesome, man. No, it's definitely a pleasure. And Mr. PC Master Race, Wilmy Hood, Wilmy, let everyone know where they can find you, man.
Well, thank you for having us on here, man. You know me, I'm the gaming mouth of the South from New Jersey, and you can find me every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock at Gaming Beyond the Box. You can find me on Twitter at Wilmy Hood. You can find me on Twitch at Wilmy Hood. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, just about any
type
place there
Wilmy
is.
Hood.
Yeah, just type in Wilmy Hood. My happy ass will be there. And I'm not a sorry little bitch. You all have a good night. I'll see you next Wednesday.
Did you say he was a little bitch?
All right, guys. And remember, Gaming Beyond the Box goes live on YouTube every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you haven't checked those guys out, make sure to check them out. BRAP will be back next Wednesday. Actually, we have a guest next Wednesday. The Mooch is going to be coming back on BRAP next Wednesday.
I know him.
He's a pretty quiet guy.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Yeah, he's really cool. He's
Yeah.
really low key, and he doesn't talk.
He doesn't talk much.
No, he doesn't.
He just you get him on the pocket. He's like,
He doesn't talk, he yells.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Great!
Great! It's great! Oh my God. He's the only guy
Speaking of
using Google Stadia right now, too. So.
Speaking of which, if anybody from our chat ever goes over to RDX and puts up a super chat asking Tim Dog to scream, yeah.
Don't do it.
Oh my God! Hey,
Y'all- we gonna have a problem if y'all do that in this chat, bro.
We got
until that man gets a compressor. You can't be doing that.
When he screamed yesterday. I was like, my ears are bleeding.
I was like, oh no!
The
Shout out to Tim Dog.
next time I'm on RDX, I will ask him to do that.
You should please, Wilmer,
course.
please. Yeah, ask him to scream. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
but I forgot. I can't be on RDX. That makes me an Xbot coming out of a closet. So
oh my goodness.
there's that one. Yeah, I got called out for that one. I can't be on any type of specific. Yeah, I can't be on RDX because Dealer and Colt, they make all this bullshit according to some people, and that makes me a closet X bot. So,
especially with all those Xbox pictures you've been posting recently.
I know life sucks, man. When you have no life, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I just want to know who are you in the closet to? They keep saying you're a closet. I don't know. Who have you?
So I just want to put out there. He does keep saying that they're going to tie me up and put me in the closet.
Yeah, we are gonna lock Fort Boy up in the closet at E3. That's not a joke.
You know what? I really don't think you're kidding, Wilmy, when you say that.
I'm not.
I feel like I'm going to see some shit at E3. I'm going to be like, when I come home, my wife's like, "How was E3? Oh, it was good."
Don't ask.
It was good. If the police come by, no, I was not at Motel 6.
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm not staying at Motel 6. I'm at the Ritz Carlton. We're going to lock you in the closet there.
Oh my goodness!
A nice closet.
Yeah, I'm going to lock you in a nice closet.
Closet.
I'm not going to put you one in there with used condoms hanging on the walls and shit.
Oh my goodness!
So
And if you could find
at least you love me.
Yeah, we like you enough. We're not going to lock you in there with the crackheads and all that shit.
Hey, Wilmy, bring the bag that you found and put it in there with them.
We'll have plenty more before Lynn.
Don't put your mouth on these. We haven't washed them yet.
Oh my goodness! All right. On that note, we are out. We'll be back next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Always, I may drop a rant as well. I did drop 2 last week, and please check out the guys here from Gaming Beyond the Box on Wednesday nights as well at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On that note, everyone have a great rest of the week gaming. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace, and who's yelling?
Battletoads!
Fuck Battletoads!